remember Valdez. Oh, well, we don't have time to remember.
No remembering! Faker's getting in there. This is a fantastic composition to invade with, and they're looking for Bertle. Not really having much. Faker's tanking turret as well, looking for an angle, but
I mean, he's damaging the turret plate, but he's vulnerable.
Faker definitely trying to sell it here a bit, but no distortion does come in. And so
coming over here to set up defensively.
I think they did spot Canyon coming in here, as Canyon will be spotted now, and they're just going to engage onto him as in comes the rest of the team, but immediately, you're already so deep in here, and Deokdam takes 2 turret shots. Keria will not even go down, and a disaster for Dalmonkia. T1 reads him like a book and wins this early game.
Could have just backed off and taken his blue buff, and taken it too, but this is just really aggressive. With the ward here, Keria's just instantly bandage tosses him, and then Deokdam tanks turret shots here on the dive. You know, that's the end of it. Like, there's nothing else to explain here. It was a call that was made, and Kellen will lose his flash as well.
Yeah.
The damage is high at this stage, obviously on the Amumu, or rather on the Draven, but not that high.
Keria
3 of those wins on this Draven.
Distortion gonna miss, but the chains will hit as trying to steal a Poppy ult, but that's not going to land. He's kind of just dashed through as Canyon is on the follow here. Will flash as well, but Owner is right nearby. Can Faker live? The Kingslayer at the last moment as the flash in from Showmaker will secure the kill. As now you've got Bertle coming in from the top lane, actually, and now Owner's in a bit of trouble. Trying to get this kill onto a Poppy, not going to happen at low health. That LeBlanc hits a 1-item power spike extremely early on, and I think it's going to be in the hands of Showmaker to really try to make this early game theirs.
Canyon's charge there stops him from using the ult against him, as Faker has obviously level 6 advantage. Owner comes over and the Kingslayer heals him up, but it's a flash from Showmaker to secure the kill as Owner continues to go back in here and gets chained and knocked into the wall. Like, this was not the fight Owner was looking for, unfortunately. Very optimistic, especially considering that Zeus did not come down. Owner was there a little bit.
Keria looking to come in. He's going to find Deokdam, looking for that big mummy trap as he will force the cleanse and the flash out of Deokdam, but a huge whirling death from behind is going to secure a kill for him. As now fighting front to back though, Guma pretty fed, looking for that damage. Faker will be able to pick up the kill, and the chase is still on. This team can chase so easily with this comp as Flash comes in, looking for Deokdam, who is flashless, but did you go too far? The answer looks to be yes, as Showmaker with blue buff is looking to get in there. Faker's still trying to zone for his team and will take down Deokdam with a huge coup, still alive, and even zones away Showmaker, who's trying to scout here with his clone, but will not be able to follow up.
Yeah, not going to be able to get close enough to Faker to take him out. Canyon does have Hex Flash, but no regular
there, but I guess it must have been the electrocute. Either way, still an insane amount of damage already in this game.
Yeah, this fight for T1 was so forced, I think, based on the angle that the Cyclone was set up for, and the damage is real here. Like, they don't get the combo they were looking for with the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but they still just have so much raw damage in skirmishes with the Callista, with the Silas. Like, Dalmonkia don't really have a mid lane that could do that same sort of damage output long-term at this stage in the game, but then they chase a little bit too far here. Dalmonkia will trade back some kills and grab the Rift Herald. Very close fight, however, that I think T1, despite the engage not being perfect for them, I mean, it was very good.
Yeah. Although, we're looking to get on top of a Braum here. Kellen doesn't have anything, so he looks to be dead. Oh, he has a stopwatch. Missed that one. Might be able to save him as Guma is going to pull the Ren. And actually, it's Keria who is taken out. That's another kill, as this game is going a little bit off the rails as Guma now on the run. As this Callista flashed on in from Canyon with the slow. Should be able to select that kill. As Faker not quite able to lock down
another power in Dom1's comp defensively, especially when they get some extra time.
Dominus here on the top side. Zeus is getting pretty low, not quite at that Meganar. He's trying to make it happen.
Is your handshake. This is like the Draven Callista sword clash. You know, like this. Both of these teams want to fight all the time, and fights like this where looks like you have to jump on a support, but he has stopwatch, and then you're like, oh man, Dalmonkia also have a ton of damage. Watch this Amumu just disappear. It's crazy how much damage the Draven has. You have to respect that. The stopwatch buys just enough time for him to get there. And you can see just how variable these fights are. The volatility of these two drafts when they clash is so insanely high, and that's why this game is so high kill so early here. why Damwon, despite all this bottom objective, now trying to rush over here and deny.
Is still available, so that's a Gnar gone, and this is getting pretty low. Canyon in smite range, and it goes to Canyon as well. The fight here looking to be taken, but the bandage is going to miss from Carrier. They're still trying to get on top of this Renekton as the dominance taken here by Faker, and he will survive for quite a long period of time. As in goes Showmaker, he's going to collect that one very sneakily on the backside of that fight.
Deokdam's getting a turret.
Yeah, so that's a full turret for him, as Showmaker is going to be so slippery here. So still this game very much on a knife's edge.
It really is. Damwon Kia walk away with the eye. Decides to stay for that. Notice how late he is to this fight. Doesn't have teleport like Faker does. So I feel like Faker can actually join into this fight right away. By the time Deokdam gets here, he's like probably too late, so decides to back away. As soon as the fight goes south and Damwon Kia tries to retreat, he instantly makes the call to push mid. You can see that there on the minimap is Birdall. Yeah, he's chain CC'd. Damwon Kia want to maybe turn this one around, but without their Draven, it cannot make it happen. And T1 would have just
very nicely, just hopping in, poking damage. Now, Deokdam can't get caught like this, as Faker is looking to just take him down. Deokdam will flash away, but Kellen looks to bite the dust. As in goes Zeus as well, looking for the kill onto the 80 carry, and he will be able to pick it up as another crazy skirmish breaks out here. Showmaker picks up a kill onto the Gnar who dove. Also, Canyon goes in and takes out the Gnar, so turns once again into a bit of an even trade, but T1 with a slight victory.
Yeah, T1 with the slight advantage, and that might be enough to grab the second Drake of the game here. Showmaker looking for some poke. Chains won't hit. This is still a very difficult fight to take here against T1 because they have a Kalista. She's going to be doing massive damage here, 3v2. Canyon just looking for a steal and walk away.
Yeah, might be able to, as nope, it's going to be Kalista with the Rend pull at the end of the day, as now on the chase here.
And it was a tough steal attempt there from Canyon, but really at no risk to him, so might as well go for it. As this is just the CC I was talking about for T1 at work here. Kellen will go down. Zeus has an amazing set of plays here, or dive CC setups to try to kill Deokdam with burst damage. Is picked. They also do collapse here with Birdall onto Faker and trade one more kill back there. But T1 trade up, they grab the Drake. Still not a 5v5 fight per se. It's a very big skirmishy one. Yeah, but Showmaker, I mean, the more money he gets, the more of an impact he makes, and he still hasn't died yet. He's still ahead of the curve right now, and I'm liking the threat that he could put off in this game, as you were saying. He's already doing his job very well, but you can't be giving these Drakes over to T1 if you can help it.
And this has got to stop happening for Deokdam. He's just going to die. Like, this is just him getting picked so many times. He's died 4 times. And that's just a free Baron now for T1. I mean, it's an excellent pick once again. T1 are finding every single angle.
Yeah, and it's a flash Gnar. From far away, you think you're safe. You're not safe. Not against this composition.
There's just too many threats, as you were saying. There's just too many ways to get on top of Damwon. And T1 are playing this out beautifully. Canyon trying to get close, but he just gets a moo-mooed in the face. And that will be T1 securing the Baron.
So that's another objective going down after a mid-tussle goes up in T1's favor. And it's kind of funny considering that the turret that's still up for Damwon in the mid lane, I think is why they have felt safe to farm like this. But the turret has actually kept the wave in such a space where T1 could threaten more.
A little bit of a play here as the Braum is knocked away, and T1 are turning this one around. Huge Cyclone onto the both of them on the second application, as that is going to be enough. Zeus is going deep now, and he is so tanky with all this gold and the Baron buff. This game was so close, and now it is so one-sided. T1 are just pushing down the mid lane and taking lives.
They have Baron still, and they're going to push even further here, I think. Maybe take out an inhibitor. I mean, we're 25 minutes into the game. It doesn't feel like it because it feels like it's just been a non-stop early game. We could never get out of mid. T1 are like, I think we might be able to get even more here.
Showmaker's like, man, what do I gotta do? Like, it's 3-0-3 on the LeBlanc, just not able to do enough. Tries to get a double distortion, immediately goes into the stopwatch, and that might be his demise, actually. As he does get the 1 kill, and T1 are just continuing, as it is a little bit risky, but at the end of the day, with the Baron buff, it should just be enough. They're going to target down this Nexus and end again in 25 minutes. T1, they weren't winning, and then all of a
조금 더.
이거 신경 안 써도 돼 르블랑.
15초.
민영 끌고 오지 마.
미드만. 가운데로.
이 빠졌고, 이렇게
왼쪽
빠졌어.
거부터 왼쪽 거부터.
뽀삐 공 있나?
이따,
이거 왼쪽 거 왼쪽 거.
에. 칠게.
죽었고.
르블랑 좀 때려볼래?
일러. 나이스.
다 왔고. 타워.
해볼래?
할만해. 타워 들어갈게.
뽀삐 너플이야.
타워에 나한테 없어. 타워. 안 죽어.
밀어줄게. 타워. 나이스.
Bring that. Oh, it's gonna be Faker. Never mind. All right. Well, that surprises me, given some of those amazing Gnar ultimates. I'm often pretty good at my player of the game insert player's name here. This time around, absolutely flubbed it. But Faker definitely having some good moments.
Really excelling in these type of extended, drawn-out skirmishes that the Silas loves, where you're able to get multiple rotations of Kingslayer, the chains, and your passive, and really playing on the edge as well, really staying alive here. And then, okay, so it wasn't the bandit shots, it was actually Faker setting that one up. And this was, I think, a play that really accelerated the mid to late game that we saw for T1. Well, I call it late game, but